Sarah, focus. We haven't much time at all. They've been busy. They certainly have. Use that machine.
Hey everybody, SlayerXtR here with GamerFusion.com and Pioneer Gaming, and I'm bringing you my review for Daylight, the procedurally generated horror game by Zombie Studios and Atlus. This game is epic, and I'm about to let you know why, and I'm going to let you know why it made my top 5 horror game list, which will be an annotation in this video for that list as well. So let's get started, guys. Alright, the graphics. The graphics are really good in this game. They took the mental hospital atmosphere work we've all grown and loved in most horror games, cliche time, and put it to good use because it looks really good. Everything down to desks, everything down to like little beds that you might find, boxes, trays, anything like that looks really good, and I like it. I like the graphical detail they put in the game because that feeds into realism. And when in a horror game, if you feed into the realism and make it feel like it's real, the more apt to scared you're going to be when shit hits the fan. And that's kind of why I like this. I like it for that reason, because it kept me on edge, because I thought I was really there, because it looked so damn good. The lighting is excellent. Holy crap. Zombie Studios did really good when they did the lighting. That it's scary when you walk into some of the rooms that are barely lit, and you're kind of wondering, am I going to get jumped? Am I going to get jumped? And I got jumped. Oh my god, jump scares. So that is pretty much a great thing because it feeds into the atmosphere of the game, along with gameplay and some other things I'm getting ready to talk to you about right now. Let's go ahead and move on to gameplay because there's not much to say about graphics. Besides for just what I talked about, the lighting and how good it looked and how graphically detailed they got with the game itself. Let's talk about gameplay now. Gameplay, you basically play as a girl named Sarah, and what you're trying to do is escape this mental hospital called Mid-Island Hospital. I'm not going to give you much about the story because I want you guys to be, if you guys do get the game, I want you guys to be able to feel the intenseness of the story, and this is kind of helps, feeds into the atmosphere like I was talking about before. So, let's move on. As far as gameplay is concerned, you play as a girl named Sarah, and you try to make your way outside of the hospital. You try to escape. And the only way to do that is by finding these things called sigils and using them on doors that will help you advance to the next level. The way you find the sigils is, in certain parts of the game, it will turn into basically an item hunt, where you have to hunt down these things called remnants. What they are notes that you can read and get more about the story and the background, which is something I do like how they fed that aspect of the game into the story. And what you have to do is, once you get the remnants, a room that you have to go to has the sigil in it. You got to collect the sigil and then make your way back to the door. The thing is, though, is you're trying to avoid a certain ghost that wants to try to kill you and rape your face. If you can avoid her and keep away from her for all the levels, you beat the game. That's how the game goes. And you have only one way to defend yourself from her, and that's the use of a flare, because she's afraid of the fire. It doesn't kill her or anything, but it makes her, fall back and avoid you for that time that flares up. But she might still pop up, but she stays away from you. Kind of gives you a little jump scare feeling. And then you also have ways that you can find secrets, and that's with glow sticks, because you need the glow sticks to be able to sometimes find these remnants that hide in like the cabinets and everything you can search through, which will be a big part of your game is exploration, and I really like it. The game forces you to explore, because you have to explore and find all the remnants, which gives the game time to slowly try to get you on edge until you get ready to start getting your ass scared and shitting yourself. And that's another thing I like about it, is that kind of atmosphere and the way that the game pushes you, saying, hey, you need to check out these rooms, let's do this. And you can also run from the ghost as well, but she's quick. Later on in the game, she's extremely fast, especially like if she's like in her like state where she's just kind of like a person. She'll chase you down, she'll run after you. If she's in her ghost form, she just kind of pops up and appears around in the area trying to, grab you or scare you. So that's kind of how the gameplay goes as far as that's concerned. You also have these little blue notes that you can find, and it's like they have like pictures, more just like story information that you can read. So it's always worth picking them up in through the game and not just trying to find the remnants. That's all I have to say about gameplay, because it really is that simple. It really is not much to really go into. There is, quite a few achievements. The only thing that's maybe sad is the game could be a little longer. It could have made you progress, like you've gone through a cafeteria and some other things, but you don't really get to do that. You only go through maybe 5 or 6 levels, and the game is only maybe 5 hours long, if that. It's about 5 hours to 6 hours long. So it's kind of tough to say, well, is it worth the $15, which I'll talk about here in a minute. To me, it is, because of all the stuff that you can do and all the exploration and the scariness the game has to offer. It is worth that. So let's go ahead and move on to sounds. There's not much to say about sounds, except for it's got some of the greatest soundtrack and ambiance I have ever heard in a horror game so far. I mean that, guys. This game will keep you on edge just from the little sounds it makes. The music soundtrack is great. It adds to the creepiness, which I haven't really played much of, but I will actually let you listen to a clip of the sounds and the soundtrack right now. Alright, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It is phenomenal, and I think it's some of the best ambiance I've heard in a game in a long time. And there's not really much to say about that, because it adds into the atmosphere with the ambiance. It all ties in together with the story and everything, and it makes it a creepy game. It really makes it satisfying to play this game and really get scared, because of just the precision of the ambiance and the soundtrack and just the creepy factor it provides. Talk about lifespan. I see this game, for the price that you pay, about $15. The game's about 5 hours. You probably see a decent lifespan on a game like this, for the simple fact that you're going to have YouTubers and other people that like to do Let's Plays and do live streams. You're going to see this game a lot being live streamed, just for the simple fact that it always changes. That means most of these guys, for example, I'll say Markiplier, because he does a lot of live streaming for charity, that he's going to use this game a lot. I guarantee it. Once the 29th comes out, you're going to see a playthrough of this game on his channel. It's not even a guess. I know it's going to happen. I have a feeling. I watch Markiplier for as long as I do. I know it's coming. But he does live streams a lot. So what's cool is you're going to see this game get used a lot, and he's probably going to use it in his charity live streams that he's going to do. And then there's other YouTubers like PewDiePie and a few others that I can't really name off the top of my head that are going to use this game for live streaming, because it changes. It procedurally changes every time it's generated. The scares are going to be different, so everything, it's always going to be different. It's not like Amnesia and these other games where it's set and they know what's coming, and the people that have already watched this video 500 times know it's coming. But with Daylight, they don't know what's coming. That's the greatness of this game. That is the power that it has. And I think the lifespan for this game is going to last a long time, until people kind of get tired of just the same thing over and over again, the same levels. Now, if they started adding if they did an expansion and added more areas to the game and we could do a little bit more, I would see that this game have a little bit bigger lifespan. And I could see that, even making people pay $5-10 for the extra 2-3 levels they might add into the game. Hey, I'll do it. I'll take it on a heartbeat. This game's good. It's good for that. And I think it's worth them doing so. I really do. Let's move on to innovation. How is this game innovative? What does it bring to the table other horror games do not bring? In this time of age, we've seen it all from horror games. We have seen procedurally generated horror games. We've seen pure jump scare games. We've seen pure atmospheric type horror games, like that Morbus game, or the one I just covered just recently, The First Impression, Mortas, or something like that. We've seen it with Amnesia. We've seen a lot of stuff. But what we haven't seen is a game that's put it all together effectively like Daylight has. It has put all this stuff together in one nice little package so we can get the shit scared out of us. I mean that. I appreciate Zombie Studios for taking the time to make a game like this. So thank you, Zombie Studios. You have done justice for the horror community. Other indie horror game developers are going to look at this and say, this game is a good game and we want to do stuff like this. And that really says something, because Amnesia for the longest time has held the title of being one of the best horror games out there, and I think Daylight might shake its bricks a little bit until Soma at least comes out. Once Soma comes out, then we might see something different. I might have said it wrong. It might not be Soma, it might be Sona. I'm pretty sure it was Soma. So I apologize for that by the Frictional Games, because Amnesia Machine for Pigs was a lackluster game, and I really know Daylight has the potential to take the title away from Amnesia, possibly. Now I can't say it will, because Amnesia is a lot longer of a game. If Daylight was longer, I would say it could do it, but that's just the only thing. But with what is offered to us in this nice $15 little package, I think that Daylight does really change the way us people play horror games. It really does. It's a lot different from Slenderman, and it's a lot more, how do you say it? It breaks away from the whole, you collect items and then Slenderman jumps out, or during the thing. This is more of everything atmospheric. It leans on both atmospheric and jump scares. It's in between. It's if they had a baby, pretty much. And I think that really we have a great horror game here, guys. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and move to my final score. What does this game get? This game gets an 8 out of 10. I mean, come on now. How can it not? I mean, yeah, it could. The only reason I take away some points is for the simple fact that it's not long enough. If it was like 7 hours, like if it's a 7 or 8 hour game, wow, this game would be fantastic. It'd be hitting that borderline at 10 for me. It would be at a 9 definitely. But since it don't have that length of time, it really drags it away from me. And there's like little minor things. I found a glitch, I think, too. But glitches, it's in beta, so I don't put much faith in that. I think I died and like my hand was like part of the cell phone or something. It was really wild. I think I still have the video for that. I might add it to the end of this clip if I do. If not, I'm sorry. So, like I said, 8 out of 10, guys. Great, solid horror game. It's worth picking up for 15. You have to do it, guys. You've got to give this game justice. It comes out for Steam and PS4 on the 29th, which is tomorrow. Hopefully I get this video posted up by tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a great day. This is SlayerXtR with GameRefusion.com, empowering your gaming. If you like this review, make sure to hit the like button. Share this with your friends, your family, your relatives on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can share it at, and on Twitter. And I hope that you guys love this game as much as I do. Make sure to check out the Let's Play I did of this game, my first run through it. And I hope you guys enjoy it, guys. This is SlayerXtR. Like I said, GameRefusion.com, empowering your gaming. Until next time, I'll scare you later.